Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Western Racing, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Spin Master Monster Jam 2024 164 mainline, I guess you could say. This is the poster that really reveals everything that's coming out this year, and I gotta say, it's a perfect split for me. Half of the crap on this poster is really good. The rest of it is all pretty lackluster and boring, if I'm being completely honest. And I want to go over literally everything on here and just give my opinions on all of it. So that'll be the whole point of today's video, and that also explains why it took so long to get this video out, is because I've never done this before, and it took some getting used to being in the recording booth rather than in my studio. So this is going to be, the audio probably sounds like garbage coming from me because I'm not using a microphone or anything, so this should be really entertaining. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the individual series on this poster, because I want to get right into this because it's really interesting. So without further ado, let's get to the first section of the poster. First up, we have the World Final Series, and as you can see here, we've only got one truck in this series this year, which I think is a little bit disappointing, because I usually really look forward to the World Final Series because it's always the series where we get all the World Finals paint schemes. This year we only got one truck, but I do think it's a cool one to get, and that is, of course, Blue Kraken. All around, I gotta say, Spin Master really nailed this one. I love the pink rims with the chassis setup and everything. Looks really solid. White BKT printing as usual. I would be upset if this didn't have BKT printing, honestly. The Blue Kraken in general just looks really good. I like the fact that they nailed the fact that the Blue Kraken has a little bit less rust on it than the Green Kraken truck, so that's really well done. All around, I'm going to give this one an A+, or I'm not going to give it an A+. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. This one gets a thumbs up from me. I'm really glad that they ended up. They chose one truck to do for the World Final Series, and the one that they chose, they absolutely executed perfectly. So I think that's a good way to start the videos, with something simple like this. Now let's get on to something that actually a lot of people dislike, but I don't understand it because I honestly think it's amazing. Anyway, here we go. Moving on to the next series. Brand new for 2024, we have the Street Treats series. I apologize for the janky audio, by the way. This sounds really bad, I know, but it's the best I had to work with. I got to get a microphone or something, but anyway, the Street Treats series. Take a look at these. Well, take a look at one of these. Well, only one of these is revealed. The other three are blacked out currently. Basically, what these are is these are all dessert-themed trucks. The Gravedigger, the first one that we got revealed, is ice cream themed, and I absolutely love it. It looks so good. It's hard to see. I might be able to zoom in the editing here, but it's hard to tell. But as you can see, the mountain on the Gravedigger has been replaced with the top of an ice cream cone. The flames are Neapolitan ice cream, so you got the vanilla on the one side, strawberry on the one side, and then chocolate down the middle. It looks really good. The tires are meant to look like Jello molds. Like, everything about this Gravedigger is so good, and I love it so much. However, I am like the only person who thinks that. Everybody else who has reacted to the Gravedigger so far has practically said that it is one of the worst trucks they have ever seen in their entire life, which is shocking to me because I think it's just so cool. Looking at the other three trucks we have in here, we have Megalodon, El Toro Loco, and Sparkle Smash. I really don't know what to expect for Megalodon or El Toro Loco. One of the ideas I had for Megalodon specifically was like bubble gum. It's like a pink Megalodon, maybe with some bubblegum bubbles going up the side because he's underwater or something. Sparkle Smash, I think it just in general, it's safe to assume that one's probably going to be cotton candy themed. El Toro Loco, though, I have no idea what they're going to do with that one. Maybe candy canes, that would be really cool. I have no clue what they're going to do for El Toro Loco, but I am very, very excited for that. Actually, I'm just excited for this whole series in general. I am 100% on Team Street Treats. I love this idea. I love that Spin Master is executing it so well with the first one. I'm really looking forward to it. So, that is my opinion. All I'm going to say so far, the Gravedigger, I give a thumbs up, and this whole series so far, if it's going to be like Gravedigger, it gets a thumbs up from me. Moving on. Retro Frickin' Rebels, back at it again. This year we got three trucks, one of which has been revealed. The other two are still behind the question marks there. Again, another one of my favorite series that they do, like big series that they do, because these are all the old trucks, right? This year, we got the huge surprise that the Mercury Monster Mutt train was still rolling through the station, because we now have Monster Mutt Dalmatian, as you can see, with the Mercury body. Kind of hard to see because of the glint on the picture, but that's all right. Monster Mutt Dalmatian has finally got the Mercury body. Looks great. It's sad that it took, Spin Master 5 years and a Mercury body to finally put Monster Mutt Dalmatian's ears down instead of in the air. A little bit upsetting, but whatever. But what came as an even bigger shock is that right next to him appears to be the Monster Mutt Rottweiler, which is also presumably going to have the Mercury body. So we're getting we're getting the other two Mercury trucks this year, which is pretty cool. However, one thing that I'm going to point out that I think nobody noticed at all, look at Monster Mutt Dalmatian. It's really hard to see, but as you can tell, it has BKT tires instead of flotation tires. So that is a bit of a mistake there, but I am willing to overlook that because it's still cool that we're getting Dalmatian. A little bit nitpicky. Speaking of nitpicky, we have Grandma Gravedigger here. If this is the normal Grandma Gravedigger that we've already gotten 30 million versions of, it's really upsetting to me to see that that one's coming up again. However, if it is the Grandma Gravedigger that they use for like the World Finals Encores, where it's like Gravedigger the Legend with the spooky paint job, then I'm actually pretty happy that we're getting that one in the main line, just because for all those people who didn't get the Gravedigger 40th anniversary pack off of Amazon or whatever, they're going to get a chance to get that exclusive Grandma Gravedigger, which is really great, and I love that a lot. So that one's a big if for me on whether or not that one's actually going to turn out all that well. But with that all being said, this is the Retro Rebel series this year. I'm going to give that like a 5. That is literally a 50-50 for me. The Rottweiler, I think, is going to be great. I hope the Rottweiler gets the flotation tires. That'd be really cool. The Grandma Gravedigger is like a 50-50 chance on whether or not that one turns out good, but I'm praying for the modern day Grandma Gravedigger design. But that is my opinion on that one. All around, I'm going to give this one a thumbs up. I think this one's going to turn out, I think this whole series is actually going to turn out pretty good. I'm really excited for it. All right, moving on to the next series. I'm going to be honest with you, Monster Jam fans, I really don't even know what this series is anymore. We're looking at the alternate dimensions again. The first time we got this series, we got the ever so famous Thunder Bus. The second time we got Rainbow Blast and Gravedigger the Legend with the purple paint job that everybody hated, which I am so happy we got as a diecast. This year, however, we're getting two brand new trucks, one that has been revealed, one that is still a mystery, and we have Fastrovan, which is a play on Astrovan, and Ringling, which I can only assume is circus related. Again, I have no idea what this series is even remotely meant to be. I don't know what the theme is. I don't even know anymore. Here's what I do know. Fastrovan is, I'm not feeling Fastrovan. Let's just put it that way. I like the name. The name is funny. I really do like that a lot. But the truck itself, I think, is incredibly boring. It kind of looks like it's meant to be a ripoff of the Gabriel Iglesias fluffy monster truck, but it looks like they failed, kind of. It really doesn't look that good. You know what it looks like? It honestly looks like Thunderbus, but like the cheap version. It looks like, almost looks like what Thunderbus was before it was Thunderbus. It looks, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what Fastrovan is. Spin Master trying to tell a bit of a hidden story, I guess. I don't know. But Fastrovan, I'm honestly going to give a thumbs down. I think that truck is really boring. They could have done something way better with it. And honestly, like I said, it just looks like Thunderbus, but crappy. And then next to it, we have Ringling. Now, I am a huge fan of like dark circus and twisted circus kind of things. Listen to me carefully when I say I have very high expectations for Ringling. I hope this truck turns out amazing. Ringling right now, without actually knowing what it's going to look like, I'm honestly going to say it has a chance of being probably my favorite truck of the year, just based off of the name alone and what it is probably going to be like. Like I said, I know nothing, but knowing that it's a circus related monster truck, I am so excited. It is just going to be, I have a feeling whatever this truck is, it's just going to be mind-blowing. But anyway, that is the alternate dimension series. Again, a 50-50. If depending on what Ringling turns out with, I might even just give this whole series a thumbs up just because of Ringling. But as it stands right now, Fastrovan kind of brings down this whole series this year. All right, moving on. I should have started this video by stating that there were 3 trucks that I chose to be the top 3 most disappointing releases of the year. This is one of them. Danger Divas is the famous series where they basically fill it full of trucks that either are girl-oriented or they have female drivers. Past iterations that we've seen in this series are Whiplash, Wildflower, Queen Bee, which was a custom concept one that I thought was really cool. Sparkle Smash, the first ever Sparkle Smash was in this series. I think we've had 2 different Wonder Womans in this series, Scarlet Bandit, and most recently Boogie Van. But then with this series, you also get really, really dumb releases. For example, the 2019 Danger Divas Gravedigger, which was a Gravedigger with pink rims. Or the 2020 Monster Mutt Dalmatian, which was a Monster Mutt Dalmatian with pink rims. Now this year in the Danger Divas, we will be getting Soldier Fortune with, get this, magenta beadlocks and a magenta chassis. Basically what I'm getting to here is that this is incredibly boring, and honestly, if this was meant to honor Kayla Blood, I feel like they could have done something way better. Do you know how cool it would have been to get a pink camo Soldier Fortune? That would have been freaking awesome, but instead all we get is a magenta chassis and beadlocks. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Moving on. Ding, ding, ding. You hear that? That's the happiness bell ringing right there, because the Reckless trucks have returned. And while it isn't a big return, it's still a pretty awesome return. We're only getting one truck this year. However, it is Salvager, which is hands down my favorite of the entire Reckless Truck series. One of my top 5, maybe even top 3 favorite custom concept Spin Master trucks is making a return in 2024 in its inaugural line. I am so excited. But here's where I'm a little bit afraid. Because it is Salvager and we don't know what it looks like yet, there's a chance that it is just going to be a re-release of the original Salvager. What I'm hoping is that we are going to get Salvager with a brand new paint job. And really, I'm going to be honest, that's literally all I have to say about this one. There's not a lot to go off of here, but the fact that Salvager is returning for 2024 is really cool. Like I said, I'm praying for a new paint job, even if it's the original body, or even if it's just the original paint job with maybe some different colors on it, that's fine. What I would honestly hope for is maybe like a ruined Salvager, where it's like the original Salvager just with more rust and maybe some holes in it or something, where the rust is eaten away from the body panels. I don't know. I am actually really excited to see this one too, just like Ringling. I have my hopes high for this one. But yeah, that's all I got to say there. And now we're back to square one with disappointing trucks again. I don't know. Okay, so here we have the Rough Crowd series, which is dedicated to all of our K9 monster trucks. And as you can see, we got one truck revealed to us. The other truck is still hidden, but I could probably take a guess and say it's probably like the first truck here. I don't know what it is with Monster Mount Rottweiler, but if we got a normal one again, that would just be fantastic. But for some reason, we're just getting these janky ones here. The whole Rough Crowd series itself is honestly spot number 2 for the most disappointing parts of the entire poster. The Monster Mutt Rottweiler was completely unnecessary. We did not need another goofy, color-ridden truck. This is just ridiculous. I don't even understand why that's there. Because literally, last year, we got a Monster Mutt Rottweiler with orange tires, I'm pretty sure. So it doesn't make any sense why we got this. It's completely unnecessary and not needed whatsoever. As for Monster Mutt Dalmatian, I can only imagine one of two things is going to happen. Either A, it's going to get the same treatment as the truck we see here, the Rottweiler, where it's probably going to be pink or an obnoxious shade of blue, or we're actually going to get a normal tour accurate Dalmatian with the ears pointed down. I am honestly hoping for the second option, just because that'd be cool. But if we got option A, then it'd be a lot easier to just write off the whole Rough Crowd series as a complete and total failure this year. But yeah, that's all I got for that one. Alrighty, so this next series here is actually really, really important. And the reason why is because this is the Ghost Crew series, new for 2024, yada yada. But the reason why this is so important is because this series right here is the Chase Piece series. This is the official Chase Piece series right here, which is really exciting. It's really, really exciting. And basically what the whole premise of this series is that every single part of the truck, I don't know if it's every single part, but I'm pretty sure 90% of the truck is see-through, and you can see that on most of these here. The first one that we actually got revealed to us was Soldier Fortune, but because of the glint on the image, you can't really see it all that well. But Soldier Fortune is behind there, and Soldier Fortune turned out amazing. But this series just keeps getting better, in my opinion, because as you can see, the second truck in this list is Gravedigger. But not just any Gravedigger, it's Green Ghost Gravedigger. So that is amazing that we're getting Green Ghost Gravedigger as a chase piece. That is just huge in my opinion. The other thing that's really cool here is that the third truck is Blue Thunder, and Blue Thunder actually has a really cool little detail to it that I think, I may have been the only person who noticed this. Well, I doubt I was, but it's still pretty cool. It has white parts. So you got the Blue Thunder, right? Blue body, dark blue body, looks really cool. And this is all translucent, by the way. But underneath it, it's got all these white parts, like white rims, white chassis, and then it's got all the clear tires and roll cage and stuff. It's meant to look like lightning coming out of a storm cloud, which looks really, really solid. But changing the image here for you guys, that's only half of this set. The other half here is right here now on screen for you. We don't know what the other three are here looks wise, but they're Dragon, Megalodon, and Calavera. Dragon and Megalodon, I have a feeling I know what those are going to look like. Dragon's probably going to look like it's flying through flames, which would look really cool, so like translucent orange parts. Megalodon's probably going to have translucent blue parts for water. And then Calavera here, I am really excited for Calavera because as a chase piece, I would have never have guessed Calavera. If my wish came true, I think what they would do is they do the hyper-fueled Calavera, the one where every single part of the truck was bright pink, and then do that as translucent. That's what I'm hoping for, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We will see. It is the final chase piece of the year, so I am really, really excited that they might be saving the best for last. As of right now, I still think Gravedigger, Green Ghost Gravedigger is my favorite out of this set, but as a chase piece, I'm going to be honest, I think the community really just said that this was not a good chase piece series, which I think is ridiculous. Again, like the street treats, I love this. This is such a cool series. This might even be my favorite chase piece series so far. So much better than the food trucks we got last year, at least, if we're going to give it that. But really, really cool, and I'm really excited to see where they go with this. So that is the chase piece series. So I'm assuming that this next series was meant to be a follow-up for the Hyperfueled series, but it really didn't turn out that way. This is the Overcharged series. It should have been called the Highlighter series, honestly. I feel like it would have been a lot better if they would have called it that, because honestly, I really don't know what they were trying to do with this one. The first truck that was revealed was Blue Thunder. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I think Blue Thunder so far is the coolest one out of this entire set. Because both the Avenger and the Dragon here just look like the max contrast variations of these trucks. Well, Avenger never got one, but Dragon did. Looks like the max contrast variations, but they just added yellow for no reason. I really do not know what they were trying to go for with this series. It really just looks goofy in every single sense of that word. But hey, at least we're getting Avenger, right? I mean, I know it's a really goofy variation of Avenger, and I know how badly everybody wants the normal Avenger, even though we are getting it, technically. But, you know, we still got another Avenger, so that's pretty cool. The Dragon, on the other hand, I think is probably my least favorite out of these three, just because, like I said, it literally just looks like the max contrast one, except worse. Blue Thunder, I still think, is my favorite, just because I like the fact that, you know, the other trucks in this series are pretty much yellow, white, and black. Blue Thunder has blue in there, so it really helps with that, and I think it does numbers for this truck in general. The other trucks that are in here are El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and Max D. I have a feeling the Gravedigger could probably turn out pretty good, not gonna lie. If they throw a little green in there with the yellow, it might actually turn out pretty solid. But for El Toro Loco and Max D, they're probably just gonna look like worse versions of the yellow versions of those trucks, so I'm not looking forward to either of those two. This series, in my opinion, when I first saw the Blue Thunder, I got really excited, but then hearing about the rest of the trucks in this series, I'm gonna have to say this one's probably not gonna turn out all that good. The first brand new for 2024 series that I'd honestly say takes the L. But yeah, I guess that's all I got for that one. So this next set here is the Crazy Creatures, and boy, oh boy, is this actually pretty cool. Normally the Crazy Creatures series is pretty lame and just some basic, you know, creature trucks, but these ones this year are actually kind of exciting, a little bit. Where to begin? So the first one here is Octanator. Now, I don't really know what the point of this Octanator was. It kind of just looks like, from the Superstar Challenge, it kind of looks like a Team Nitro Octanator almost, which is really interesting. Next to that, of course, is the legendary Thunder Roarus, which is amazing to see in the Mainline. I am so happy that has made an appearance in the Mainline. Really, really cool stuff there. But next to that is a new truck called Night Storm, and I don't even know how to begin to describe whatever the heck this is. I really don't know. It reminded me of Predator when I first saw it. It kind of looks like a knockoff of Predator, but looking at the truck itself, I can't tell if it's like a dragon or a gargoyle or what it is. It is a really strange truck. But I gotta say, I think the mystery behind it is one of the reasons why I like it. I really don't know what that is, and I'm really excited to see it in person. So when I pick this one up, I'm definitely going to be looking into it. The other one we have here is called Tempest Steed, which, yippee, another horse. Like, am I right? Like, why do we need more horses? This is just ridiculous at this point. Hopefully, and I say hopefully, this one is really cool in real life, but as of right now, it just looks boring. And then the rest of the crazy creatures we have is, speaking of horses, we have horsepower once again, you know, another needless truck. I don't understand why we have this one. And catastrophe, pretty cool. Really excited to see what that one turns out like. Hopefully, if we get more cat monster trucks, like I said, speaking of Predator, Prowler, and Pouncer, I would love to get those from Spin Master, but that'll probably never happen. And then we also have Dragon there at the end. I don't know, and it's probably just going to be a normal Dragon, just with the horsepower, like, you know, just normal stuff. So I'm not expecting too much from that. But overall, the first half of this series, the Night Storm, Thunder Rorus, Tempest Steed, and Catastrophe, I am really excited to see what those ones are all about. Moving on, we only have 2 series left before this whole thing is done and over with. And they are, of course, the 2 biggest series of the year, the Arena Favorites and the Legacy Trucks. We're going to start with the Arena Favorites because it's honestly honestly, I wanted to save the best for last, but I figured this was just way too cool, so I'm going to go with this instead. The Arena Favorites, as you can see, actually starts off with kind of a mulligan here. And the reason why is because they wanted to do the Gold Max D from the One World Finals, but as you notice, it says Maximum Destruction, not Max D. They put the wrong logo on the truck. And I am so confused. This is like the 25th anniversary Chrome Gravedigger again. That is such a weird mistake that I can't possibly imagine that being a mistake. They had to have done that on purpose for some reason, because there's no way that they accidentally would put the wrong logo on the truck. That wouldn't even work. It's not even like it's the wrong logo either. It's like legit just the wrong name for the truck too. It's not Maximum Destruction, it's Max D kind of like messiness. I don't know. It's really weird and I don't understand. That was my 3rd pick for the biggest like disappointment of the year, was that they screwed up that logo, but that's whatever. The Lucas Oil Stabilizer next to it. We really didn't need another Lucas Oil Stabilizer, but it's cool to see that truck back as well. They kind of went with a red, white, and blue kind of theme that looks okay on the picture, but it doesn't really look that good in person kind of thing. I don't know. The Son of a Digger there, cool to see Son of a Digger back again. Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, another cool one that I'm glad came back. That's just, you know, a fun one. I gotta find the next image here. All of my stuff is shuffled around. Okay, here we go. Red Crustacean has also made a return, which is pretty cool. Glad to get another one of those from Spin Master. Son of a Digger again. We're getting 2 Son of a Diggers in the Arena Favorites. Now, this might be a bit of a stretch, but I'm going to take a swing at what the second one is here, because it's blacked out. Could the second Son of a Digger here be a Hoonigan Son of a Digger? Now, I know that would be like getting a Monster Energy diecast. It would be practically impossible. But there's part of me that wants to believe that Spin Master somehow pulled it off, and that is a Son of a Digger with Hoonigan stickers behind the question marks there. We won't know until it comes out, but there's a part of me that would be shocked. And if I get that right, I'm going to post it on every single social media that I predicted that, by the way. And then the final truck there is Blue Bad News Travels Fast, I'm pretty sure, which is, again, another really cool one that I'm glad that Spin Master still has that license. And then we're not done. There's actually 3 more trucks in this series. A mind-blowing reveal. Overboard is getting a diecast after how many years now? I think it's been over a decade since Overboard's been around, and it's finally getting a diecast. Like, that is so hype. I think it's the square body black one if I had to take a swing. Gravedigger the Legend is also getting another release. I think that's just normal Gravedigger the Legend. And then Black Pearl is coming back also. I think this one's also the square body. They're not doing the pickup truck again. It's going to be the square body Black Pearl, which is awesome. Hopefully, hopefully I can get my hands on this Black Pearl, and the reason why is because the original Black Pearl that Spin Master releases like $200 on resale right now, because it's one of the rarest trucks for some reason, and I don't know why. But anyway, that is the Arena Favorites, or what I like to consider like the Indie Trucks series, because that's pretty much what it is. It's where all the indie trucks pop up at. This is it. This is the final series right here for the video that we're going to look at, and it is the Legacy Trucks. These trucks right here are kind of the big names of Monster Jam, the biggest in the sport currently. And for this set right here, this is again 3 sets for this one. So here's the first set of 3. We have the corrected 25th anniversary chrome Gravedigger. So Spin Master fixed their mistake, which is great. That is awesome. And that one also looks amazing. I've seen it already. It looks great. And then we have a normal Pirate's Curse and a normal Megalodon, so just classic versions of those. Going over to the other set of trucks here, we have Bakugan Dragonoid, and I want to point out with the Bakugan Dragonoid, if you look at the name, the Bakugan logo has changed. And I think that's simply just Spin Master updating the logo, I think is what they were doing there. I don't actually know. The next truck is Earthshaker, and I really do like Earthshaker's setup here. It is my personal belief that the black roll cage, gray chassis, black tires, black rims, and white BKTs is the most usable setup for any monster truck. You could put any body on that and it would look good. And I want you to test that theory because it's true. It looks great every single time. And then the truck next to this is actually really cool. From rumors that I've heard, this is the 30th anniversary Gravedigger purple, but it's not just any version of it. The first version we got was, pretty cool. This version right here has two changes to it. One, it has purple chrome, so that is actually a chrome body, and the skull on the side is actually 3D rather than a picture. So that is really cool, and I hope all those rumors are true because I bet that's going to look amazing when it's done. And then as you can see, the final four here are Zombie, El Toro Loco, Soldier Fortune, and Gravedigger. I really have nothing to say about these because we really won't know what they are until they come out. Zombie has a chance of being the skeleton zombie, but I highly doubt they do that. I kind of hope that they do because then I'd at least get one prediction correct out of my 10 predictions that I made, but who knows. But yeah, that is it for the main poster here. We have one other thing that we need to look at before we close out today's video. And honestly, I think it's pretty cool. So sit back, relax, and enjoy what I got next for you. What you are seeing in front of you right now is what I presume to be the official 2024 Walmart thematic series, or as I like to call it, the All-Star series. Now, this is really interesting because of what it is. I really don't know fully how to explain this, but what you're looking at right now is the Marvel trucks. These, well, three of the ones you're seeing right now exist in real life: Thor, Black Panther, and Iron Man. And then we're also going to Captain America. Keep in mind that it does say Series 1 at the top there. What is really cool about this is, one, all of these trucks except for Captain America exist in real life currently, so that's really awesome. But it says Series 1, which means we're getting more of these. So automatically, I think what that means is that the Amazing Spider-Man will be in Series 2. The concept art release of Hulk means that Hulk will probably be in Series 2 as well. But then I have a prediction of another truck we could see in Series 2. Turn your attention to Figure B. This appears to be a spider web covered Avenger. We can tell it's Avenger by the logo and by the body style. So judging by the packaging, it kind of looks like Marvel colors or a Marvel color scheme. Maybe a Spider-Man color scheme, if you will. I believe what the Series 2 and 3 of the Marvel trucks is going to bring us is trucks that we know and love in the world of Monster Jam with Marvel paint schemes. And I think what we're looking at right now is the official Spider-Man Avenger. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but that's just an assumption that I made. As for the actual Marvel trucks themselves, going back to this, I am so excited for some of these. I'm really excited to see the Captain America just because that truck doesn't exist in real life. Iron Man is whatever. The die-cast and the real truck aren't exactly that exciting. But Black Panther and Thor look amazing. I am really excited to see both of those in die-cast form. And I'll do a video if I get the full set and we'll take a look at them together. But yeah, that is our Walmart. This is a Walmart exclusive series. And the weird part is that someone pointed out that this probably isn't the thematic series because it'll just be singles releases. One, we don't know that it's going to be singles releases. And two, it would make sense if it's single releases because last year was all doubles releases. So maybe they're changing things up for the Walmart thematic series. But that is all just hypothetical because apparently, according to Monster Jam OCD, who uploaded this original image, this is a Walmart exclusive series, but it isn't the thematic series or the All-Star series. Apparently, it's something completely separate. I theorize that it might actually be the thematic series. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got for you in today's video. You've heard my opinions. You've seen everything that you need to see for now. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the actual unboxings and reviews for all of these things when they come out. Peace out.